At the moment Ziyu was uncovered, Charlie immediately recognized her. He couldn't help slandering in the bottom of his heart. Isn't this woman the same woman who sat on the Rolls-Royce of Aki? When I taught Aki, she even choked a few words with me, but I didn't expect these people to be tied up here, and it seems that they are going to kill her, and then blame Takehiko. It seems that this woman has a lot of background. At this time, Ziyu was still stuffed with a towel in her mouth, so she sobbed for a long time, but couldn't really say a word. So, the headed Iga ninja stretched out his hand and tore off the towel from her mouth, and said coldly, "Give you a chance, just say what you want to say." Ziyu's eyes were full of horror, but she forced herself to calm down, and said tremblingly, "Let me and my brother go, you can tell me how much it costs, and I will give you 10 times that to you." The leader sneered, "It's meaningless to talk about this. The rule in the Japanese ninja family is to be loyal to the employer. Only by being absolutely loyal to the employer can the ninja family be favored by the big family. Otherwise, once the big family is loyal to the ninja when there are doubts, all ninjas in Japan will lose their jobs. At that time, we will become the public enemies of all ninjas in Japan. Even if you give me more money, I won't have my life." Ziyu couldn't wait to say, "Then you can come to China. I will give you 1 billion, enough for you to live comfortably in China for a lifetime. Never fight for others." The leader was startled and couldn't help sighing. "Girl, I didn't expect you to be quite rich. 1 billion is indeed a very large sum. Let's not say whether I can get so much money, even if I can tell, I just said that I don't have a lifesaver. Even if you give me 10 billion, I will still be hunted down by ninjas for the rest of my life. This deal is not worth it." Ziyu blurted out, "Then you think that if you kill me, no one will chase you? I tell you, if you kill me, my family will chase you at all costs. To that at that time, no matter how much money you have, you will never be able to spend it." "No, no," the man said with a smile, "I am planning to kill you, but after I am planning to kill you, I will blame Takehiko. Anyway, there are some differences between you because of cooperation. At that time, both the TMPD and the family behind you will regard Takehiko as the man behind the killing of you too." Ziyu gritted her teeth and said, "All this is the work of Matsumoto, right?" At this time, the headed Iga ninja looked at Ziyu and sneered, "Mr. Matsumoto originally wanted to cooperate with you piously, but he didn't expect that you are really above the top, and you are very arrogant. Mr. Matsumoto came to see you in person, but you ignore him. Since you are so rude to Mr. Matsumoto, don't complain that he is cruel to you." Just now, when the leader was talking to his subordinates, he mentioned Mr. Matsumoto. Ziyu had realized at that moment that master of all this was Mr. Matsumoto. She really did not expect that Ryoto Matsumoto, who can only rank 3rd in Tokyo in strength, could be so vicious. He attacked her and her elder brother and blamed Takehiko. He must take the opportunity to weaken the strength of the Ito family, and maybe even use other methods against the Takahashi family. If the time comes as he planned, his family goes to Takehiko to seek revenge, wouldn't Matsumoto be able to take advantage of the fisherman? Thinking of this, she felt extremely regretful. Knowing this, when Mr. Matsumoto came to see her, she and her brother should have met him. No matter what he said, at least they would not have offended this person for face. It's a pity that these things are now an afterthought. The big mistake has been made, and there is no room for reversal now. Jufei on the side was too regretful, but he was covered, his mouth was pouting, and he couldn't say a word. The headed Iga ninja took out his cell phone, called Ryoto Matsumoto, and respectfully said, "Mr. Matsumoto, Ito's mansion has been inquired. There is a very suitable place to hide the bodies, and the defense of the opponent is also very weak. We are confident that we will not be discovered by anyone in the process of hiding the body. I wonder when Mr. Matsumoto wants us to do it?" Ryoto Matsumoto smiled and said, "Tokyo is very chaotic now. It hasn't been so chaotic for decades, so I want to wait a little longer so that I can rest assured to finish watching the Tokyo drama." Iga Ninja immediately said, "Okay Mr. Matsumoto, we are always at your disposal." Ryoto Matsumoto sneered and said, "By the way, the 2 you kidnapped, their family members have come to Tokyo. I hope you will make these 2 people die a little bit more tragically. When the police find their bodies, the more miserable the scene the better. The more miserable they die, the more angry their family members will be, and this event will be even more exciting. Iga Ninja hurriedly said, "Don't worry, we will do it." Ryoto Matsumoto said, "That woman is said to be pretty good. You might as well abuse her before killing her. If her family sees her being abused to death, they will definitely hate Takehiko more." When Iga Ninja heard this, he suddenly laughed and said, "In fact, my brothers have been coveting this woman, but I was worried that your good deeds will be broken, so I have been stopping them, but since you say this, I am completely relieved." Ryoto Matsumoto laughed and said, "It's okay, let the brothers enjoy it. By the way, you can come together. By the way, you can take some videos that will not expose your faces. If you send it out then, it will definitely have a better effect. Ha 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 ha." Ninja Iga laughed similarly. "Mr. Matsumoto, don't worry, we will definitely shoot a blockbuster for you." Ziyu at this time, her face pale in fright. She tremblingly pleaded, "I beg you to kill me directly, don't ruin my innocence." "Innocence?" Iga Ninja smiled and asked, "So, you are still innocent? A super beauty like you still retains innocence. This is really rare, such a precious gift. I must disassemble you myself later,